Hi guys. Yesterday's craziness led to today's craziness, and let's stay crazy. So we're trying to do some sort of a prime transformation of brain activity back into sound, and it didn't quite work very well. I found a data set where we had both the we had speech and we had EEG at the same time, so brain recording and what the person is hearing. But today we are coming at it from completely new perspective. We are trying to capture the sound based on leakage of the sound into the brain recording, and it turns out that other people have been thinking about this because EEGs are highly sensitive to noise, and noise can come from, I don't know, you have a microwave in another room or whatever, and so. But okay, what we actually did, we forgot everything about the prime arms, and we actually found a serious scientific paper, and let's see, it is, so we actually found a pretty new, let's see, I'm trying to find the paper. So here's the paper. Acoustic contamination of electrophysiological brain signals during speech production and sound perception by Philemon Roussel, Gaël Kodais, Florent Bocolet, Maria Palma, Jiang Hongji, Xiaoming Zhang, Philippe Kahane, and Stefan Chabardes and Blaise Ewert. So they have been looking into this, and I just pasted in this paper, and asked from Croc how do we do this. And since we have ground zero, so we have the EEG and we have the voice, what the person was hearing. I want to hear can return EEG back to voice. So we get the resonance sound from EEG, and we have a transfer function, so we kind of now know how we might do it backwards. And of course I want to do that. I want to see is that possible. So we have so there's the voice. Wow. Wow. You can see it. Holy shit. That's a vocal tract. That's a vocal tract, and you can see if this really was extracted from the EEG. Holy shit! Imagine a meatball as a audio antenna. Wow! Holy shit! If this is possible, I wanna. Okay, so now of course, so we can do it because EEG is acting like a microphone. So we have mid resonance signature. Cool. Okay, so now that we have the NPC, I want to hear the sound from the EEG alone. No peeking into the sound file. Let's do this. I want to have a code where I load the NPC and give it the EEG file and time to render, how much I want, and so we can use transfer function. We saved in the NPC. That's gonna be EEG to speech. So it can be done. Just you have to be creative. So okay. I guess this wouldn't be possible perhaps easily, at least for normal EEGs, because you would have to know the ground zero, perhaps you would have to have the transfer function, but because we can have it for this thing, we can perhaps do it for this, and it already looked like it. We saw the vocal tract, and this is kind of magical. So we are finding the resonance of the head, and we are going to listen to it in a little bit. The prime arm thing, that's just goes here. This is kind of easy to understand. So let's see how it works. So let me tell us how to work, how it works. So we have EEG pad. Well, let's just run it empty. I guess it's gonna tell us how to run it. Okay, so it wants the we did not fill those in, so we need the transfer function. Okay, we put them those in there. No biggie. So transfer function. So that's output. And EEG name is a little bit funkier. So now, magical if you get this working, but we are not getting it working because we have figured out how brain works, but because we have figured out that the electrodes are sensitive enough to use brain as a sort of antenna, but okay, once again, things are not quite that easy. So, but yeah, I'm going to share this code with you guys. I'm going to share the thing that made the transfer function, and I'll ask AIS to explain how to use it. And of course, I was supposed to change this. Now, what might we use this on? On one hand, it makes you think that if this is possible, then you could subtract from normal EEGs the noise. So there's going to be noise that. But okay, so is this going to work? Is this not going to work? Pretty insane if it works. Recovered meat voice. Get ready, guys. I wonder, do I have the. You guys should hear it. I'll put the. Holy shit, it works. Well, you already knew it works from the previous, but it works because I know I was messing with this earlier, and that's actually how it works. It's a Japanese. I'll link to the dataset also on the thing, but it works because it sounds like there's a cough in the beginning. Let's see, this was so I was messing with the arm things that didn't work. So there was coughs first, and there.
前がち AI が自己体験から学んでどうなるか賢くなっていくことは広く理解されており、その長期的な進化が人類にとって脅威に変わることではないかという議論も高まっている。
Holy shit, it works. And it also makes me think about holy crap, it works. Like, just, it makes me realize something big actually. I can hear that the EEG actually wasn't like the recording and the, oh, cool. That tells me actually something pretty important. I was never lining them up correctly. I was never lining up correctly I was thinking it starts there, but actually, wow. But as you guys hear now, so here is actually the vocal recording.
前がち AI が自己体験から学んでどうなるか賢くなっている。
And here is the recording from the freaking brain. Wow. shit, guys. And also what that means is that my printing was doomed to fail because let's see, I'm trying to think here. I don't know when the EEG was actually supposed to start. So this was actually, I was using the prime arms thing to render the brain stuff from yesterday, but holy shit. So what we actually were able to do, so there's skull microphones or something like that, and we're able to extract from the EEG the freaking vocals of the what the person was saying. And I'll link to the both to the this dataset here, which allows you guys to do this experiment yourself if you want. So we have EEG and voice, and so we have EDF EEGs, and we have the voice that was spoken at the same time. So this is a proof that it can be done at least this way. Now, can you do it from the brain waves per se? I don't know, but anyway, I hope you guys will. Bye.